Hello Yu-Gi-Oh players and welcome to Yu-Gi-Oh! Business Casual. I'm your host, the RJB0. So did you really think that I was going to let October go by without giving you guys a stupid deck of the month? Hell no. So with less than 45 minutes to go, here is your October 2013 stupid deck of the month, Kuribo Chaos. That's right, you heard me correctly, Kuribo Chaos. Now, to my vast amazement, there are actually other Kuribo Chaos decks out there. Um, but mine is a little bit different, and you'll see how that is as we go along, if, of course, you've ever seen another Kuribo Chaos deck. So first, of course, you have to run those three Kuribos. A lot of people run Wing Kuribo. Usually they run it because um, that's kind of unclear, actually. Usually, if they're running Wing Kuribo, it's because they're running the Wing Kuribo OTK thing that's really inconsistent. I just didn't like it, so I figured I'd just stick with the 3 Kuribo for consistency's sake, since it's all I need in order to make this deck's main strategies. Then I've got 3 Mystic Piper. This deck is basically a Piper Chaos engine, plus Kuribo and some other cool stuff that you will see in a second. Since a lot of your monsters, in fact most of your monsters are level 1, a Piper Chaos engine just made sense for draw power. Then you've got your 3 Battle Faders in order to help stop OTKs, and since it's another Piper Chaos draw target, then you've got 2 Kinkabayo, or Bio, or whatever, which allows you to get even more draw power off of Mystic Piper, and allows you to recycle your Kuribos for even more fun plays. You'll understand how that works in a second. Then you've got double or triple effect Veiler, once again in order to stop your opponent's plays, keep yourself from getting OTK'd, and just keep control over the board. Since this deck already has a ton of draw power, it didn't really make sense to me to use Max C. Normally it does make a whole lot of sense to run Max C, but since this is just a stupid deck and I needed to be able to fit all my combos into the deck, I figured it was kind of counterproductive to run Max C. Then you've got your 2 base boss monsters of the deck, or your 2 main boss monsters, which are Chaos Sorcerer and BLS. They're basically the reason why this deck is called Chaos, is because they're your 2 Chaos summon monsters. Then you've got 1 Megalode Emperor Weisel, because it's a level 1 monster. Your opponent's always going to be trying to destroy your cards by card effects, and you'll see why in just a second, and it's just a really good card. Then you've got your triple Destiny Hero Plasma, which is a colossal boss monster, and this is the card that your opponent's going to be trying to get rid of as quickly as possible. So this Weisel is really a great backup plan. Plasma takes your opponent's monsters for free, and it gains attack from them, and then your opponent can't activate their card effects, so that's pretty great. Then you've got 1 Gorz and 2 Tragodia. All 3 of them are boss monsters, and all 3 of them stop OTKs. Tragodia gets really big in this deck. He's probably your biggest boss monster, potentially, although Plasma is probably your most important one. So those are your monsters. You've got 23 of them. Let's get on to the spells. First, we have 1 Dark Hole. Then we've got 3 MST in order to clear your opponent's back row. And then you've got the main card of the deck, Triple Multiply. All of your combos work with Multiply. So you use either Kinkabayo or Flute Summon Kuribo, or just your normal summon to put a Kuribo on the board. Then you can use Multiply to put a bunch of Kuribo tokens on the board, which you can then sack to special summon Destiny Hero Plasma. You can synchro them with Veiler, but most of the time, of course, you'll be using them to sack for Destiny Hero Plasma, or be using them as fodder to clear the board with Detonate. Now what Detonate does is it destroys all face-up Kuribo monsters you control, and then destroys cards your opponent controls up to the number of Kuribo and Kuribo tokens destroyed by this effect. So basically, you can wipe the board and then summon one of your boss monsters like BLS or Chaos Sorcerer, or you can then go for Kinkabayo and get some draw power off of Mystic Piper. It basically clears the board. So this is your other combo with Multiply that gets really good, because you can kill up to 5 cards on the board just using 2 cards. So that's pretty awesome. And then you've got 2 Flute Summoning Kuribo, which allows you to gain better access to your Kuribos from your deck. Just makes the plays much more consistent. I don't run 3 because I don't want it to be dead later. I might even take out another one, since it's so easy to draw into this card with Mystic Piper that occasionally Flute Summoning Kuribo gets a little bit cloggy. So I might even just run 1. But then you've got 2 Scapegoat, which allows you to use that Destiny Hero Plasma even if you don't have a Multiply play to make. and it once again improves the consistency of the deck. It slows the game down if you really need it, and allows you to go for some pretty crazy synchro plays. Then you've got one bottomless, one compulsory, one warning, and one torrential, just for some defensive trap lineups. So that's the main deck. Your extra deck's pretty self-explanatory. You can basically make whatever you want with it. The reason why I have Arcanite Magician in here is because you can summon Chaos Sorcerer, and then synchro for Arcanite Magician with Veiler after using your Chaos Sorcerer's effect. So that is the deck. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit that thumbs up button. If you didn't, let me know why. And then hit that subscribe button for more Yu-Gi-Oh! Discussion, analysis, and general shenanigans. Meanwhile, thank you guys for watching Yu-Gi-Oh! Business Casual. I am your host, the RJB0, and I gotta jet. See you guys.